Happy Labor Day, guys. It's Monday, so it's week 6 of the Cash Flow Challenge portfolio update. Let's get our housekeeping done before we jump into the portfolio. If you guys haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel. I am Marie Brown. This is my channel, Minds in Motion, where we talk about personal accountability, finances, investing, and just how to become the best version of yourselves. Also, if you like the content in this video, please subscribe and leave a comment below. Also, in the description, I will leave a link to get a free app through both the Webull and the Robinhood app. Last but not least, let's jump into the portfolio. And please stick around to the end because after I go over the portfolio, I will be going over some more features of the app Webull, which is what I'm using today. Instead of the desktop, I'm going through the app on my phone. So let's look at this week's update. So being that the market is closed today, I have not yet invested my $100 for this week. I will do so tomorrow. So on the next update, you will be able to see what I purchased this week, or if I made any purchases, or what's going on with the portfolio. So currently the portfolio value is at $588.06 with $12.12 in cash, and I'm currently down 4.13%, and I'm negative $25.35. So let's look at the holdings. So the first company that I bought in this portfolio was PBCT. I own 11 shares at an equity of $158.07. The last price for this stock was $14.37. My average price for my 11 shares is $16.40. I am down 12.40% on this stock, which is $22.37. I am going to talk about this stock a little bit in this video because I've been debating whether or not to buy more shares of this stock, and I'll let you know why. The next position that I own in this portfolio is WBA Walgreens Boots. I own 2 shares of this stock. My equity in this stock is $102.40. My average price for this stock is $51.70, and the current price is $51.20. So I am down $1 on this stock, which is 0.97%. The next stock that I own is ADM, Archer Daniels. Again, I own 3 shares of this stock. My equity in this stock is $114.15. This particular stock happens to be up. My average cost is $37.23, and it's currently trading at $38.05. I am up $2.46 for 2.20%, and it's the only stock that I'm currently up on at this point. Next is stock ticker BEN, Franklin Resources. I own 2 shares of this stock, and my price of this stock, my equity, is $52.56. My average price for this stock is $27.34. The last price for this stock is $26.28. So I am down $2.12 for a negative 3.88%. And then my last position in this portfolio is Leg and Pratt, and the ticker symbol is LEG. I have 4 shares at $148.76. The average price for this stock that is in my portfolio is $37.70. The last price is $37.19, and I am down $2.32 for 1.54% down on this particular position. So, like I said earlier, before I get into anything else, I want to talk about PBCT. And I've been doing some research online about this stock just to see. So the first thing that I want to talk about in reference to this stock is look at the finances. So the finances for this stock, as you can see, the last quarter reporting was in June 2019. The current revenue is $445 million. The net income is $133 million. And then if you go down to the profits, it's 29.87%, which is up. The operating income is 1.88 or 188.3 million, and then the cash on hand is $780 million, which is up from the last quarter 9.07%. So let's look at the last quarter in March. So in March, the company's revenue was $420.8 million, which was up. And then also the net income was $114.6 million, which is also up 6.21%. And then the cash on hand was a little bit down from last time, which was $614.5 million. So I want to go down a little bit further about something that I was reading. So the business also recently declared a quarterly dividend, which was paid on Thursday, August 15th. Shareholders on record on Thursday of August 1st were paid 17.75 cents per share, which I received for my 11 shares like around $1.42. So that was the first dividend paid in my portfolio. However, the representative, this represents a 71 cents dividend on annualized basis and a yield of 4.9% for People's United Financial dividend payout ratio of 54.20%, which is a little high. Now I want to talk about the buyback. So July 18th of this year, they had authorized the company to repurchase 20 million shares. This repurchase authorization authorizes the bank to purchase shares of its stocks through open market purchases. Stock repurchase plans are typically an indication that the company's leadership believe that its shares are undervalued. So this company has authorized a buyback of 20 million shares of their stocks. However, the People's United Financial News CFO R. David Risotto sold 39,250 shares of the firm's stocks in a transition that occurred on Thursday, June 13th. The stocks were sold at an average price of $16.20 for a value of $635,850. Following the completion of the transaction, the chief financial officer now directly owns still 137,952 shares in the company, valuing over $2 million. And you can read about this in the SEC website, on the SEC website. So 2.40% of the stock is owned by the company's insiders. Now, hedge funds have recently bought and sold shares of the business. UBS Group AG lifted its holdings in People Financial by 9.4% during the second quarter. UBS Group AG now owns 1,405,000 shares of the People Bank worth $23 million after purchasing an additional 120,376 shares during the last quarter. H.M. Payson and Co. acquired a new stake in People's United Financial during the second quarter worth approximately $81,000, and then Landenberg Thanem Financial Services lifted its holdings in People United Financial by 15.3% during the second quarter, and they now own 34,293 shares of the bank worth $576,000 after purchasing an additional 4,549 shares during the last quarter. And then also First Manhattan Co. lifted its holding in the People United Financial by 8.6% during the second quarter. and they now own 20,094 shares of the bank stock at worth 337,000 after purchasing additional 1,591 shares during the last quarter. So, finally, the United Service Automobile Association lifted its holdings in the People United Financial by 0.6% during the second quarter, and the United Services Automobile Association now owns 1,033,701 shares in the bank worth $17 million, a little over $17 million. And after purchasing an additional 6,187 shares during the last quarter, the hedge funds and other institutional investors own 75.48% of the company's stocks. So, a little bit about People's United Financial. People United Financial Inc. operates as a bank holding company for People United Bank, a national association that provides commercial banking, retail banking, and wealth management services to individuals, corporate, and municipal customers. The company operates in two segments, and that's both commercial banking and retail banking. So, for me, what I think I'm going to be doing is I think that around the time the next ex-dividend date occurs, based on the price, and as long as there's no negative news around PBCT, I will be adding more shares because it is at a good price based on the dividend yield. However, I don't want it to be overweighted in my portfolio, which is why I have not bought any more shares, even though I'm down 12.4% on this particular stock. So let's look at my watch list for September. So as I told you guys in the last video, the good thing that I like about Webull is you're able to make different watch lists. So I have different watch lists based on the ex-dividend dates, and as you can see on each one of these stocks, I have the ex-dividend date on here so that I know when that ex-dividend date is coming up, because again, I am using the staggered dividend strategy. However, if a stock is at a good value that is a dividend king or a dividend aristocrat, I will buy that stock regardless of the ex-dividend date. So I still have a week to buy shares of Leg and Pratt because their ex-dividend date isn't until September 12th. Cardinal Health, VFC Corp, they have their ex-dividend date coming up next week. Also, Brown Forman has an ex-dividend date of September 5th. Genuine Parts, their ex-dividend date is September the 5th. Medtronic's ex-dividend date is at the end of September. T. Rowe Price has an ex-dividend date next week. Also, PepsiCo, if you guys own PepsiCo, their ex-dividend date is September 5th. And if you own KMB, ex-dividend date is September 5th. Illinois Tool, ex-dividend date is the end of the month on the 27th. Chubb, the 19th. ADP, the 12th. Ecolabs is the 16th. And then you also have Air Products on the 30th. And last but not least, Becton Dickinson's. Their ex-dividend date is on this. They have charting. They also have NASDAQ information. They show you the prices and how many shares were bought at that stock. They have news here at the stock for the stock, just like similar to Robinhood. And then they also have these analyst ratings, because similar to Robinhood, they tell you whether they have 12 analysts. It's a hold. 8.3% say strong buy. Another 16.67% say buy, and then another 75% say hold. Now they also have these little things right here where they talk about prediction. You can earn points. They have a lot of different competitions on this app where you can win stuff. You can also comment and leave messages, and you can talk to other people in the app. That's another cool thing about this app, is that you can actually interact with other users on the app. So that's the feature. If you want to look right here, it's going to tell you with this particular little bullhorn, it tells you how much they pay per dividend per share, which is 1.75 cents per share. It tells you the dividend date, which was back on the 18th. It tells you the ex-dividend date, which was the 31st. It tells you when you were going to be paid for this dividend, which was August 15th. It tells you the dividend yield. It also tells you the annual dividend price. So it just gives you a little bit information here on the actual dividend for this stock. Now, if you click on this, it's other charts in here that you can look at that give you more information. If you click on this file, again, there's more charts and more information on the stock. If you click on the pie chart, again, it tells you what percentage of this stock is in what ETF. So this is another cool feature. If you want to look right here, if you are into ETFs or you want to see what ETFs hold this stock, it tells you right here which ETFs are holding this particular stock. And then last but not least, the last box where it looks like a little report, this is going to show you information about the stock. So right here, if you click on this, it gives us information on who People's United Financial is, gives you a whole description. Down here it tells you about the industries, and then below it tells you about the board members and the management team. I know that this is something that a lot of people talk about when you're analyzing the stock. You want to look at their board or their management team. So this tells you who their chairman is, who their president is, who their chief financial officer is, the human resource, the executive vice president, the executive vice president, chief marketing officer, the executive vice president, chief risk officer, the executive vice president, general counselor, the executive vice president, the executive vice president, the lead director, the director, the independent directors. So it tells you all about who's on the board, who's managing this company. It tells you all about the key executives in this company. Now, I want to just click real quick on the industries. So if you click on the industries, it shows you who this particular company's competitors are so that you can see how they're doing. So this shows you everybody that's in the bank sector. This would be this company's competitors. You can scroll through here and you can see how everybody else's pricings are and what these other companies are doing. And you can see the ones that are advancing, the ones that are unchanged, and the ones that have declined in the bank industry. And then you also see that this is a part of the bank services industry. So you can go here and you can see in the bank services, you can look at other companies, and as you can see, you can click on these companies and you can learn more about these companies also. So this is another cool feature of Webull, where you can see their competitors in their industry, and you can see what their competitors are doing, and you can look at their competitors and analyze their stocks just like you analyze the stock that you're holding or considering buying. So that's just some cool features of Webull that they don't have on Robinhood. Is you can look at a lot of different analytics charts and different information about the companies that you hold or companies that you're interested in. So again, if you guys haven't, thank you for tuning in. Please like the video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. And if you like the Webull app and you're considering starting an account with Webull, please use my link below in the description. Also, I have a Robinhood portfolio. I'll leave the link to the description for Robinhood as well. And if you open up an account with Robinhood, then you get a free stock just for opening up a Robinhood account. You don't even have to fund it or make a purchase. On Webull, you do have to fund your account $100 in order for us to both get a free stock. That is my update for this week. I will see you guys next week for my cash flow challenge update. And you guys have an awesome